All right, Manib. Hey, this is the last video that I'll shoot here for a little bit, but there's just a few things I'm trying to clean up. So you got one, two, three things that I'm looking to do. So just to go over that real fast, I'm gonna probably create a new email template. So so the first thing is make sure you're scanning the listing acceptance deadline for the remarks on all offers to make sure make sure that we get the acceptance deadline. If they're requesting one, put it on the offer, because if we don't put it on the offer, the way that this market is right now, the sellers are pretty much making all the rules, and if we don't put it on there, most likely our offer is not even going to be considered or even looked at. Um, just because they're getting so many. So we want to make sure we're doing that. Number two, I corrected this yesterday, but I didn't do it correctly, so now I corrected it right today. So if you use the most recent template in CTM, you'll be getting the 3 days on inspection rather than the 5 days. I'm trying to dial that back to make our offers more competitive. Number three, I want to make sure we dial our offer template from 0.22 to 0.2. Unless it's over 600,000, then let's go back to this 0.22. So you can adjust that up for the higher ARV offers. But right now, this is kind of be our mid mark, and then obviously if you're making adjustments for condition, like we've already talked about based on this. So this is our new baseline. So number four. Um, when we're pulling properties, I know when I originally pulled properties, I pulled pretty much everything. I was pulling really nice houses all the way down to the crappy houses. And I did that for a reason. I really wanted to see what the market was doing in all different phases. But as I suspected, those somewhat nice houses are just going to retail buyers. So we're not going to mess with that. We're going to kind of dial this back so that we're only chasing kind of investor grade houses. So that way we're not spinning our wheels on houses that we have no chance of getting, because a retail buyer is gonna buy this far greater amount of money than what we as an investor or any of our clients would be willing to pay. So, for example, like this one is one I got feedback on many of them. They're houses like this, they're pretty nice inside. Let's not mess with these. I'm gonna shoot another video just going through today's properties and kind of dialing this back a little bit so you kind of get a better feel for what I'm talking about. It's what you're doing before, and I probably shouldn't have messed with that before. So we're just gonna dial us back to more of the crappier, needs a lot of work type of houses. So I'm gonna pause this and show you a couple more. All right, here's another one, and this is the only other one I'm gonna do, and then I'll shoot a video on just pulling properties for today and kind of what we want to dial this back to, because we want to get this spreadsheet in line with properties we actually have a shot at getting. So that way we can focus on more of properties that we have a better chance of getting. So here's another one, this Fenton Street, you probably remember it. Pretty nice property. Newer kitchen, granite, backsplash, stainless steel appliances. The feedback I got is that they have contracts well above asking, and we're not even in the ballpark. So kind of suspected that would be the case with the market the way it is right now. The retail buyers are going to gobble up all this kind of, average inventory, which I call this one probably average or a little bit above average inventory, all the way up to totally fixed up. That all that stuff is going to be retail buyer. So let's not mess with that. So I'll shoot another video on just pulling properties today, and then I'll shoot you over that list so you kind of get a feel for that.